A&K M60 back here with Krazy Airsoft, and today we're going to take a look at one of our more unique weapons in our arsenal. So right here is probably one of our more unique guns. Originally it was an A&K M60 full length Vietnam version. Since that extra barrel length really didn't add anything other than helping run a higher velocity with a weaker spring with the compression system, we decided to actually chop the barrel. And kind of unique only to this one. Get down here. Come on. What we did is from here we actually chopped off the we undid the screw and we actually chopped off the barrel from here. So it's a two-part barrel system. You got the rear barrel and then you got the normal barrel extension. What we did is we took that part off and we chopped off the spacer that had the screw in it from here to about here. Basically chopped that part off and put that spacer back in there. And then we attached a Mad Bull lightweight barrel. So we're trying to shave as much weight off this barrel as we could, and then we JB welded it. In all hindsight, probably what I would have done if I was going to redo it again is I would actually drill and tap some screws in here. But when I did this original modification, I wasn't as comfortable or had the equipment for drill and tapping. It's not that expensive. I highly recommend it. Alright, since we had the barrel out here, we'll just go from the back all the way to the rear here, just exactly what everything is. We got a flash hider here with a glass breaker on it. It's mainly just for look. A Mad Bull lightweight profile barrel. We even have it's a 14.5 inch, which all said and done, this part here adds quite a bit of length. Then we have a just your standard M4 gas block in front sight. It's been JB welded on here. It has a Mad Bull aluminum lightweight AK length barrel in here. And then for the hop up, we did do some modifications on the unit. We actually drilled out the window here for your nub, and we actually put a larger nub in here, and it has a G&G bucking. And the G&G buckings tend to be our standard go-to buckings. And of course all our air parts and stuff and buckings we additionally seal them with gasket maker, blue silicone gasket maker, instead of using Teflon mods and stuff, and we just found that works a little better. And this just simply slides back in here. The only tricky part when it comes to this barrel here is making sure you just line up everything so the sights work. Then we took a little bit of a piece here. There's original gas piston system here to help just kind of give it extra barrel stabilization. That's kind of a big thing here with us, is getting that outer and inner barrel stabilized. We just basically took this, and I actually took one of off an Xbox or a PlayStation controller to cap this off. I just put one of the rubber extensions on there, and I can just slide this in here, and it just helps everything. Everything's tension locked. Handguard. Several things that we did to that. We moved the sling mount from the front all the way here to the back here. We just re-tapped some new, just basically drilled some holes in there, and we moved it back here to work better. The sling that we're using is actually a sling for a gun bag, from a Congo gun bag. So one of the reasons we brought this sling up here is, one, makes it a little easier to maneuver, and two, it makes the sling, since we have this all the way stretched out, it gives a little extra length to it. The box mag, only real thing we did with this is that we kind of cut out the cloth back here so we have easy access. Eventually what we're going to do is we're actually going to rig a pressure switch up here to actually activate it. We found that either the continuous mode works great, but you have to keep your hand here, and the auto mode just doesn't really keep up with the gun. So, on the top, I drilled and tapped a rail system on here, and we attached an NC Star sight on here. Something to know about these NC Stars red dot sights. One of the nice things is that you can adjust what type of reticle you like, and it comes in both red and green, but the parallax on it is pretty bad, so this front sight kind of helps negate that. That you'll line up your red dot with the front sight post here. And on back, not much different. Normally on the other side here, we'll run the battery out over here in the barrel bag. Right now we just have it off right now. And we also drilled and tapped a rail up here so you can use a hand guard here. A little bit of paracord here to help extend the stock out. This isn't as solid as I would like it to be, but if you're using a broomstick grip, which you most likely will with something this heavy, it's not too bad. When we chopped off that barrel, we shaved off a good amount of weight. The whole, I'll put on a scale and I'll put it up here to tell you how much it weighs, but originally I believe the M60s weighed anywhere from about 20 to 25 pounds. And I think we got this down maybe to about 15 pounds. But I'll post that right here, the actual weight up here, give you an idea. And this is our light machine gun version of the M60. For the internals, we kept it pretty stock. The gears were great. I eventually do want to replace the nozzle, but we put a G&G reinforced piston in there and a Lonex A2 motor there for a little better rate of fire. We didn't want to get too crazy with it because we want sustained fire, not always rapid fire. So that concludes the look at Krazy Kat's Airsoft unique custom lightweight M60. For most cases, it's classified as a light machine gun. It's not going to be a medium machine gun, but it's a light machine gun like the other SOCOM M60 models. But this is what we run as our support weapon. So we may make it more tactical. We already got the red dot sight, but we may put a cheap pet box on here with an extra rail or something. So if you see that in the future, you'll know that's something we decided to do. But other than that, it's a great gun. It's given us very little issues and stuff. So, but you do need to do a pretty good, definitely need to do a shim job. So there's a look at Krazy Kat's Airsoft support weapon. If you have any questions on the gun and the modifications we do, please post your questions below and we'll try to answer them quickly down in the comments below, or we'll post another video going more in detail about this unique custom gun that we have here that was originally built off in A&K. So Bacon Air 650 here with Krazy Kat Airsoft. Have a good day.